As cars and development for cars gets exceedingly more expensive as the years go by, automakers are teaming up with some of their closest friends and even arch rivals to make things affordable and attainable for their brands. Toyota loves to team up with Mazda and Subaru. They also own a stake in both of them. You look at Nissan and their Mitsubishi Renault alliance, and then you look at Honda, who has teamed up with General Motors in the past. They are planning to work very heavily with Sony in the development of electric cars. And then today we get a bomb dropped talking about General Motors and Honda, their future plans, and it's getting even more intertwined than I was expecting. We're at the Honda press room. General Motors, Honda, co-developing affordable EVs targeting the world's most popular vehicle segments. We have a short press release here, but before I start reading into it, check back about a week from now. It looks like on the 11th, well, that's 11th Japan time, but on the 12th of April, which is also when the embargo for the BZ4X ends. But Honda is going to have a big announcement with electrification. So they'll have a media briefing and they're going to talk to journalists, and yes, I will cover it for you guys. But back to today, and we're talking about this new EV series that will go on sale in 2027 starting in North America. This does not include the Prologue. This does not include whatever the Acura EV is going to be based off of the Cadillac Lyriq. This GM and Honda, which by the way, guys, if you didn't know, I'm wearing my Gundam shirt. Gundam. Check it out. This is designed to enable global production of millions EVs. So this is not like, hey, we're just going to do Prologue and the Acura EV together. No, their lineups are going to be like interchangeable essentially. We're going to have massive rebrands. Now you might be saying, well, Kirk, it's not going to be a rebrand if they're developing these cars together. And if it's produced at a General Motors plant with a Honda badge, to me, that screams rebadge, right? You guys know what I'm saying? But if these are able to be produced at Honda plants, then it's not a rebadge. You know what I'm saying? Even if the technology is the Ultium technology underneath, what do you guys think? Is it just a rebrand? Honda rebranding the Ultium lineup, it is going to be interesting. So let's read into what else we might learn here. Companies will explore opportunities for advanced battery collaboration, like I mentioned Ultium a second ago. And what's interesting, this is going to be a new chapter for co-developing a series of affordable electric vehicles on a new global architecture using next generation Ultium battery technology. So they're not looking at the premium segments here. I don't think we're looking at Acura or Cadillac here with this platform they're talking about, but a scalable, affordable car platform. So we're looking at global production, not just United States, but North, South America, China. Those are the biggest markets for these companies, especially General Motors, but also Honda has a small footprint in Japan. It's not as big as you would think it would be because Toyota and Nissan are bigger than Honda actually in Japan. Anyways, starting in 2027, and this will include compact crossover vehicles. They will also work hard towards standardizing equipment and processes to achieve world-class quality, higher throughput, and greater affordability. And really, throughput and affordability is really, I mean, they both produce fairly quality cars. I know a lot of you guys are not interested in General Motors having any part in Honda, but General Motors can make quality cars if they set their mind to it or choose to do it. And Honda is not perfect when it comes to build quality either, but high throughput is important when it comes to EVs as well as affordability. That's the number one thing, because right now EVs, they start around 40K if you're not looking at the Nissan Leaf. Like, that's a lot of money for the average person. And the compact crossover segment is the largest in the world. So it looks like they really want to focus on HRV styled, maybe CRV styled, to that sort of parameters would be my guess. I don't think they're looking to produce massive 3-row crossovers here with this joint. It's not a joint venture. That's a funny thing. I don't know exactly what's going on here because it's not a joint venture. They're not pooling their money together in that traditional sense, but EV battery technology collaboration opportunities to further drive down the cost of EVs and improve performance. So GM's looking at lithium metal, silicon, and solid state batteries, along with production methods that can quickly be used to improve and update battery cell manufacturing processes. Honda is making progress on all solid-state battery technology, which the company sees as a core element of future EVs. Honda has established a demonstration line in Japan for all solid-state batteries and is making further progress towards mass production. The second half of the press release is pretty much just quoting GM Chair and CEO Mary Barra, as well as Toshihiro Mibe, Honda President and CEO. Doug Parks, GM Executive Vice President, says our plans include a new all-electric product for North America positioned at a price point lower than the upcoming Chevy Equinox EV. The Equinox EV is supposed to be around $30,000, so we're talking below that, maybe mid-20s for EVs, and that changes the game absolutely. If we can get it. But the thing is, how far are we away? I know they say 2027, but are they looking at an affordable EV at 2027, or are we looking years down the road? And General Motors is hoping to produce over 2 million units of EV capacity by the end of 2025. And this new endeavor with Honda will push past that. And today's announcement is just a continuation of their further intertwinings as companies here in North America. In 2013, the two companies began working together on the co-development of the next generation fuel cell system and hydrogen storage technologies. In 2018, Honda joined GM's EV battery module development efforts. In 2020, GM and Honda announced plans to co-develop two EVs, announcing the Honda Prologue to be launched in early 2024, soon to be followed by the Acura's first EV SUV based off the Cadillac Lyriq that I mentioned. Further, the companies have an ongoing relationship with Cruise and are working together on development of Cruise Origin, one of the first purpose-built fully autonomous vehicles designed for driverless ride hail and delivery. So their development together has been going on for almost a decade now when it comes to autonomy and electric cars. So this doesn't really come as a surprise, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But I thought, since Honda said they were going to have their own platform 25 and beyond, which they will, but in terms of what extent and what kind of vehicles are going to be on that platform, it's really hard to say. And where does the relationship with Sony come in? Is that for maybe the more expensive high end of the market, where this is a focus on the cheap end of the market? I think that's what it is. The more I think about it, the more cheap, and they keep mentioning, inexpensive compact crossovers. So we're looking about $20,000 to $30,000. That's a sweet spot for small compact crossovers. And then maybe the Sony platform that's built with Honda is $30,000 and above with larger vehicles. That's just a guess, but I'm trying to make sense of all this because they have two EV pans in the fires with completely different companies. It will be really interesting to see how Honda changes as an electric brand, as they want to be fully electric by 2040, I believe, and fully carbon neutral by 2050. It'll be fun to see what happens, what kind of models, what kind of strategy comes out of these developments with General Motors, Sony, and more. But I'm going to end it there. What do you guys think? I'm sure you guys will have plenty of things to say about the newest news on Gundam. Catch you in the next one. If you're not subscribed, I would appreciate that for more Honda Acura news along the way. As always, peace out.